It's a rule of the universe that kids will be embarrassed by their parents. However, even at the ripe old age of 2, Josie has had quite a head start on humiliating both Megan and myself in public. So you've been embarrassed as a mom?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We were at Starbucks and someone had some dried edamame, some other kid, and they liked it because it was nice and crunchy, and so I thought, oh, maybe Josie would like it. So she put one in her mouth and she chewed it, and then she started scraping her tongue, and then she just vomited in my hand. So that was good.
But unfortunately, that's not her only incident of public puking.
We were outside the doctor's office in front of Corner Bakery, which is like a little restaurant where people are eating outside. And I gave Josie a cereal bar, and evidently she hadn't really digested from the car ride. And so then she started vomiting again in my hand, but like just huge amounts of food with like red pepper in it in front of all these people who were eating their breakfast. Just a child literally projectile vomiting in my hands as I'm catching it and then just dumping it on the sidewalk.
What are you doing?
Catching it and dumping it on the sidewalk. In my hands, just bare hands, just literally just tossing vomit off. And so, you know, I look over and there's all these people who are just like, you know, on their cell phones, stunned, watching as my child's vomiting. And one guy came up and it was just, he was on his phone and just kept on handing me napkins.
Josie has had a contentious relationship with food from day one. Oh. Vomit! It's a contentious relationship that continues to this day. Take, for example, the time recently when Megan made homemade turkey meatloaf for our family to share at a meal together. What happened when you tried Mommy's meatballs? In case you didn't get that, that's her reenactment of her taking one bite and then vomiting all over our dinner table.
What happened when you tried them? What'd you do?
Choke.
You choked?
I want to choke all my meatballs. I'm a bit tense.
Okay.
Not that this is all Josie's fault. She is descended from a long line of serial vomiters. Was Megan a puker?
Oh, yeah, Chatty Pukey, we called her. You know those dolls, Chatty Cathy dolls that had a ring? And they pull the ring and they talk. With Megan, we just, her doll, she pulled the ring and she puked all the time. Constantly. Cathy was carrying her one time and I was leaving town with the hockey team and there was just a blueberry stripe down Cathy's back. She's barfing all the time.
So Josie's
doomed.
And Megan and myself, we're kind of doomed too. Particularly doomed if we ever want to go eat at this restaurant near our house. Because in this restaurant, Josie has marked her territory unlike any other place on earth.
We said, oh, let's get Josie macaroni and cheese. She loves macaroni and cheese. Well, if you know Josie, you know she has a gag reflex, so gave her the macaroni and cheese, and evidently it was too flavorful, too many cheeses, and so she then vomited the macaroni and cheese on the table, and we just sort of, you know, hush-hush wiped it up.
But on our next visit, we found out that maybe being a compulsive vomiter isn't such a bad thing after all, considering the alternative.
I went to Fat Willie's with another friend and their daughter, and there's a chalkboard, and Josie was standing at the chalkboard drawing in the restaurant. I was eating, and I look over at Josie and she's sort of pausing at the chalkboard like, I'm thinking, I know she's not thinking. And sure enough, I look down and she's crapping in her pants and it's rolling out of her pant leg and rolling on the floor. Like marble size poops, just rolling. And so then I have to take the napkin, and while I'm talking to my friend without letting her know that my child is crapping on the floor and it's rolling everywhere, my supposedly potty trained child, I am grabbing these rocks of poop off the floor, and then I'm like, we're gonna go to the bathroom. So then I throw it in the bathroom, you know, in the garbage. Go stand her on the toilet seat and empty just the like mountains of marbles in her pants into the toilet. And then as soon as we leave the restaurant, she is announces to the place that, you know, she just goes, "I went pooping!" so loud in front of the entire restaurant. And I'm like, yeah, little do you know that there was actual crap rolling around your food, and that, you know, the place would be shut down by like Centers for Disease Control within seconds if they knew. Do you want me to go on?